challenge that comes my way. Only in you I live, I move, and I have my being. I surrender my will to yours. Make me who I am in you. Oh, Christ, I can do all things.
So did you do this one or yourself, or your teacher gave it to you?
It's myself.
Yourself will do. So why did you write it? Oh, you are just practicing what you're doing.
I read.
Who did you, madam? Are you the classmate? Which class are you? KG2. How old are you? 11 years.
Place of destiny, but then I acknowledge, stood naked in humility. Now I clearly see, without you there's no me. Oh, 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 oh. Christ, I can do all this. Really doesn't matter if the enemy tries to harm me. There's no weapon formed will be able to prosper. I will let my light so shine, so everyone can see.
Dear Lord, the Father of mankind, thank you that you have gathered here, you have gathered us here. We have come to receive our visitors. Lord, let our discussions to be very fruitful, so that to be the benefit for the school, to help the whole nation. This we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Director Social Welfare, members for Youth Bridge, who are here to bridge the gap. Honorable members of staff, friends of the media, my precious and wonderful students, all other protocol duly observed. We are grateful to God once again for another day. You know, just a few weeks ago, the Ministry of Youth, Gender and Social Protection launched a new policy on child and family welfare. And as we always say, disability is not inability. The state saw something good in us, so decided that of all the children of Ghana, a child from a proposed school for the blind should give a statement on their behalf. And really it was wonderful with our girls with fidelity. And you know, they always have us at heart, the deepest part of their heart, that they don't do anything, the state, whatever the state is doing, they always involve a proposed school for the blind. So we also have a message that the policies are there. And since we use the blind, there's a need for us also to read and understand and know what it contains, so that we know our rights and our responsibilities. So you bridge in collaboration with the Ministry of Gender Protection decided to come here and donate some brave version of the Children's Act and the Juvenile Act to us. You know, yesterday, last week they were here. They came all the way with the Deputy Minister. Unfortunately, by then there was some written communication. We were writing our exams, so they couldn't have the opportunity in donating the policy to us. But they were never tired. They decided to come back. And today, you know, Madam Minister herself who have been here, because Minister is somebody who thinks of us so much. Even recently, she sent a very big ram to us. A ram. Unfortunately, or fortunately, he said all things were together for good. God knows that maybe we did not need the ram at that time. That our siblings rather needed the ram most. So the ram landed at Demo Days. We are siblings, so it's good they also enjoy, isn't it? Yes. Don't be selfish. Oh, but our mother had promised that surely we'll hear from her. So she should have been here today, but because of her heavy schedule, she couldn't. But our mommy, the whole director of social welfare is here with us. Plus our brother Paul, our own brother Paul, sitting here, that's for me, in suit, no challenger. No challenger. All our aunties, mummies, uncles, and dads are here with us. So we are really blessed this morning. I always talk about love of God for this school, and we as individuals. So I hope this policy we are going to take it, use it, read it, and act accordingly. So that we will know what is expected of us and what we are also expected to do. So I think they are not strangers here. Yesterday they came down all the way from Accra instead of calling, but they didn't call. They just came on their own. They came down personally to talk to us, and today they came very early. We are not punctual, but they were on time. Mommy was just waiting, came out there, was in the car. Oh, this is all we are saying. We really appreciate your care and concern for us. May God richly bless you. So if you are here, you are not strangers at all. No, Mama. You have been saying that to her, she's part of the family. She has now become. I said, she is not that she has become. She is part of the family. You are a family from the organized society, so you are not strangers here. So on behalf of management, the staff and students, we say, you are warmly welcome to AKROPONG School for the Blind. Feel at home, feel free, interaction. And I promise you, they brought some wonderful things. A villager like you, I've never seen some before. But I said, oh, plain white is not a cheap. You see it. And I believe some of you here too, just like you have never seen it before. After this, you see the wonders. You see the wonders. I think their visit to you is bringing more blessings. And another blessing is, GIFEC. They have supported this with a library. And they have given them modern equipment. Now they've got a new CEO. Honorable Kofiato is no more the CEO of GIFEC. We got a new person. So the other thing too will be coming here, come next Monday, on familiarization tour. So let's hold ourselves ready. By then, I think most of you may not be around. But those of us who will be privileged to be around, we see him. So we are so blessed, and we say a big welcome. God bless, feel at home.
I hope you remember my voice from yesterday. Yes. When you were meeting, I came to say hello. Okay, today I'm here with the rest of my
Yeah, banner, nice banner. And what is written is Youth Bridge Foundation with funding from Osiwa. Present lunch and presentation of brief version of Children's at 560 and Juvenile Justice at 653. Under the project, Securing the Future of Young People in Ghana Through Improved Juvenile Justice. In fact, this is one of the wonderful programs we are having this afternoon. But before that, I want to introduce one big personality. But our minister, Nana Oyelika, was supposed to be here. But as you know, the works are many. For that matter, he has delegated his people to be here. And we have one of our mom, who Madam just said something about her. She's the person of the Director of Justice Administration, Department of Social Welfare, Madam Popotasari. In fact, she's going to give us a welcome address. Let's give it up for Madam Popotasari.
staff of Youth Bridge Foundation, and my children here. I am very, very happy to be here this morning on behalf of the Minister, Honorable Nana Oyebita, who couldn't make it because of another assignment. But she sends the warmest regards to you all, and I promise you that Nana Oye will definitely come and visit you one day. She is really on her heart to come and visit. We are here this morning to witness a very great occasion. The MC just said it, that it is one of the unique things that is happening to the school today. I must say that the issue of promoting well-being of all citizens of Ghana is upon the heart of government. And when we say all citizens of Ghana, we mean everybody. As the MC said, no, it was the headmistress who said, disability is not inability. All of us sitting here today, even me, we have some sort of disability. But it does not limit us from achieving our goals in life. What one needs is the resource to achieve whatever you have focused on in life. And I just want to send this through the media here to all and sundry in Ghana, that persons with disabilities have a lot of challenges. They are neglected, excluded, and a lot of us reject them. But we have witnessed some great men and women with disabilities in Ghana and in the whole wide world. And I also want to encourage you, our children here today, that you have the potential to make it in life. You have the talent in you to achieve your goal in life. What you need is just to have a goal, have some sort of achievement, objective, something you focus all your attention on, and ensure that you work towards it. And I can assure you this morning that you will surely make it, God being good to all of us. We are very, very fortunate to have Youth Bridge Foundation here to present to the school a braille version of the Children's Act at 560 and the Juvenile Justice Act at 653. What we all need to know is that if you live in ignorance, it is very, very pathetic because people cheat you here and there. But if you have the knowledge, you are empowered and you are strengthened in society because you know what is right and you know what is wrong. Some of us think that children have no rights, but children have rights. Even children with disabilities, you have rights, and you must know your rights. But apart from the rights, you must also know your responsibilities. Because when you read the Juvenile Justice Act, it will educate you on some of the things that will land you in the hands of the police and put you at the wrong side of society. Fighting, stealing, committing small offenses are all listed there. And there are also some serious offenses that children commit, like armed robbery, drug use and drug sales, and also murder. These ones will land you in serious trouble. You need to know to educate yourself and to educate your fellow sisters and brothers. And we are very grateful to Youth Bridge Foundation for supporting government in such a great and wonderful way. I know that when you read the Children's Act and the Juvenile Justice Act, you will really be very good citizens of Ghana, because you will not be ignorant of the laws that govern the protection of children. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow children here, students of AKROPONG School for the Blind, on behalf of my Honorable Minister, I thank Youth Bridge Foundation for their support, and also the management. When I came, I just looked around and I said, kudos to management for you are doing a wonderful work. Let's put our hands together. I thank you all. God bless you. I know you are good children. Learn very hard. Study the books that have been brought to you. And I know that in future, some of you will come out to testify that today's ceremony really impacted your lives positively. Thank you very much.
We must succeed. This is for the children of the world. There's a place.
On behalf of Youth Bridge Foundation and the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, we hand over this copies of the Juvenile Justice Act to you. We know that you encourage the students to read them so that they will be accessed to the laws that are in this act. God bless you.
Power of the juvenile court to require production of offender. 57. Penalty for instigating offense. 29. Regulations.
Securing the future of young people in Ghana through improved juvenile justice administration. Overview. The UN Convention of Rights of Child, together with other protocols such as the Geneva Declaration of the Child 1927, among others, outline the need for state parties, that is, countries, to develop and implement comprehensive juvenile justice policy to promote the welfare of children as well as prevent and address juvenile delinquency.
Thank you very much.
My name is Alexander, and I work with the University of Ghana, but I also volunteer services for the Ghana Federation of the Disabled. I have been working with Youth Bridge from the Ghana Federation of Disabled platform from about November 2011. And I should say, since my interaction with the organization Youth Bridge Foundation, they've proven more than, necessary their ability and desire to actually include the needs of the diverse sections of the group of people they say they serve. This is a youth-based entity, and what they want to do is build bridges between the youth and non-youth, basically in the society. Now, so far as I am concerned, or the Ghana Federation of the Disabled is concerned, Youth Bridge, with these various programs, have tried to bring on board the needs of persons with disability. They've not done it once, they've not done it twice, they've not done it thrice, they've done it severally. And for me, the icing on the cake so far has been their effort to make available to the Ghanaian youth, the Ghanaian child, access to juvenile and children's rights. And I call it the icing on the cake because there are several legislations that are published in this country that leave persons with disability out. Youth Bridge did not just consider making copies of these legislations available to persons with disabilities, but it considered making the legislation in a relevant, accessible format to persons with disability. And where persons with disabilities are concerned and access to information, you are specifically looking at visually impaired persons or blind persons. It is mainly visually impaired or blind persons who require, text in a particular format to enable them access. You would realize that what they have done is braille some copies of the document, but what is groundbreaking in their effort to make the document available to visually impaired persons is actually the fact that they have dared to do what no other organization in the country, including the disability movement, have done. And that is actually to make the two legislations available in what we call the DAISY format. Now DAISY, which is spelled out D-A-I-S-Y, means Digital Accessible Information Systems. It's a combination of audio and text. So for most of you who are used to or quite acquainted with using audio to access information, you would realize that a challenge with the audio you'll be using is that if you want to cross-check or verify the text, you are unable to do so, right? But then, what they have done by making the book accessible in audio in DAISY format is to make sure that you can listen to audio when you want to and also get the text as well at the same time, in the same format. This is we have tested DAISY, using electronic voices, etc. in Ghana, but this is the first time ever that we have actually done DAISY, human voice, produced in Ghana. And for me, we in the arena that I work, we have a cliche: nothing for us without us. So in their efforts to get this in a relevant, accessible format, they didn't just go sit somewhere and do their own thing. They consulted members of the GFD. So I can assure you, for instance, that the brailing of the document was done by members belonging to the GFD. The production, the audio work, with the exception of the actual readers that were sighted people, the sound engineer and editors, the owners of the studio in which this work was done, are all visually impaired persons. And I think we will congratulate them for ensuring that that happens. I think we would want to say a big thank you to Youth Bridge Foundation for doing that, but as well as their donors or their funders, OCWA, for ensuring that money was available. But I will not leave it right there. Visually impaired persons, especially across the country, have craved and cried for access to information, okay? What I would expect of you as students is to make sure that the documents that have been made available, you make efforts to read them. They cannot get copies for all students because of the cost element. But what they are doing is presenting copies which the school can place in its library, and you can take turns to read. I will not want to come back here later on and hear, oh, and there are not enough copies. And no, there are some copies.
you cannot get copies for all of you. But that is why when you have a book in the library does not make 100 or 400 or 500 copies, okay? The library makes sure that some copies of the book happens to be available, and when you want to access the information, you can go get them. I want to come back here knowing from you students that you are aware of your rights. You can take your authorities on when necessary, and your authorities are also informed about what your rights and privileges are. But as Maud indicated earlier on, it is important you acquaint yourselves with your responsibilities as juveniles within these social legal legislations. I would expect of you all to, by making this legislation available, be more empowered to contribute your lot to the development of the country. Don't go out there, know your rights, looking for pity, okay? Go out there, know your rights, and looking for the space to also carry out your duties as a citizen and also contribute to nation building. And these are the few words I want to say for now. I want to say a big thank you to the school management, to the headmistress, to you students for assembling, to Youth Great Foundation and OSIWA, and of course, most importantly, to the Almighty God for the opportunity. Thank you.
My senior, Alex, speaking, I don't remember asking me to kneel down low when we were here, but he was my senior. And we're all here, just like you are also here today. I think I've been here several times, and most of the times we encourage each other to move on in life, to try to do something for ourselves. First of all, let me start with Braille, for instance. The main way, there are so many ways that blind people or visually impaired persons can get access to information. But the only way they can read for themselves is through the Braille. When you talk about the Daisy, for instance, somebody is reading. When you talk about JAWS and other screen readers, they are there. But the only way that you yourself put your hand on it and say, I'm reading, is the Braille. So I will encourage you all to take those acts very seriously and then read them. If you want to listen, listen. If you want to read for yourself, try and read for yourself as well. But let me also say that just like I was here with you some year ago, I completed in 2001 and left here. And by the grace of God, He has put me in a position that He wants to put me. As I usually say when I come here, is that we've all been created for a purpose. We've all been created for a purpose. Hello? I said we've all been created for a purpose. God knows why we are blind. He has made us blind because He thinks we can bear it. If some other people were made blind, perhaps they wouldn't be able to stand it. But because God knows that we are strong, and He is using us for a certain purpose, that is why we are who we are today. Just like Madam Comfort said, we have different talents. There is nothing that you want to do that you say you cannot do. Whatever you want to do, just put it at the back of your mind that you'll be able to do it. If you want to be a lawyer, just believe that you'll be able to do it with the strength of God. And that is why it is important, for instance, for you to be reading, so that if you read and you know your rights and responsibilities, when someone slaps you, you can simply say, Madam, according to the Children's Act, this and that, he said you are not supposed to slap me, or I'm not supposed to be slapped. Or if you also steal, then you also know that the act does not permit you to steal. Because if you steal, don't think that because you are a child or you are a disabled person, you cannot be punished. You will be punished for it. So let us know our rights and responsibilities. If you want to be a lawyer, read this very well. If you want to be a journalist and present news or do whatever you want to do, you must also read it and know your rights and responsibilities. And whatever job, if you want to be a teacher, you must also try and read this very well. And this, I'm sure that it could also help some of our even teachers who may not even have access, because we also have responsibilities as parents and as teachers as well. So I would want to encourage all of you that I was just one day sitting at the place where you are sitting now. I've sat there before. This afternoon, what do we have for lunch? Maybe, I don't know, I've forgotten the timetable. Hello? Okay. Hello? I get those. Hello, are you there? Okay. Said you are there, being a Miss Media. You did on the gas, you did so. Hello? Hello? Okay. And yet, a Briannia who between the hat and Neno, and Unia. Nebo, send your best year home, and see dear. Nothing will fear one. Nothing will sport to us. Nothing will track. Nothing will us now open your Juma. One casa a Briannia or Peno, and a one casa will be. And better said, mobile now fat a dear Adriania would you have and yet, and I say, baby, I would and I say, dear, who see yet now in a morning, shed that chick, Sabrina Meno, Yamepe, and a bit. And until also, you know, never see idea, Nasa, obey any power person, oh, yeah, near also a panel, and another that will be. Intimate master will say. And you may be our person away with time, be a sea when you know. Fasha, why you say, who bet to me yet? When you walk now, who bet to me yet? You know, so who's the idea of one year when you come back home? Now, your person away. Let me conclude, my dear friends, that we all, before we created for a purpose again, and we need to ask God to show us the purpose for which we've been created for, and for that matter, believe that whatever we've been created for, we will be able to accomplish it. I wish you all the best, and I pray that your dreams and aspirations shall be accomplished. Thank you.
This program is a very good program, and to help us a lot as a blind or in the society. But one thing is that in Ghana here, if you are a child and you want to speak about your right, you know what is your right, truly what is your right. If you want to speak, the elderly person will tell you that you are a child, don't speak. And this is affecting we, the children, and lot in the society. So if we come to this aspect, what are we going to do concerning our right as a child? Because society or the elderly ones are making us timid. They don't want us to come out with our ideas, or they think what we have or what we can give to society is not beneficial. Please, we want the law or the government to actually tend to read the children to strengthen the bond, so that the law will affect each and everyone who see us as nothing in the society. Thank you.
Not living there.
rest of the school for the blind out, but we'll be sending some of the Braille formats and the Daisy formats to them as well, because we want all of them to have access. So we are actually including all of them, because we see that this is a major gap in implementation, and we are trying to making the effort to seal that gap.
Any final words?
Yes, I would like to appeal to civil society and all other organizations to focus on children and the gap, especially for children with disability. They need a lot more assistance. This is just a small part of what YBF can do. So we would ask that other organizations who would come to the aid of special children across the country.